Hi everybody, my name is Lovelyn. What is leadership? Well, depending on what definition you look at and where you're looking at it, you'll find that leadership is the ability to guide people, to have a shared vision, to motivate them, to influence them towards a shared vision, towards a collective objective. So for you to even be a leader, there has to be people you're leading. Obviously, there is the thing of leading yourself, which is a thing. Yes, if you cannot lead yourself, that is a big problem. You cannot lead other people. There is no two ways about it. So if you say you are a leader, there has to be people that you are leading. Yes, there has to be a collective objective. So what is it that you're leading them towards? There has to be a shared vision. Now, I think where some leaders get it wrong is they say, this is my vision, all of you follow it. If there is no buy-in, nobody is going to follow your vision. Even if you are paying them. Yes, if you're paying them like your staff, they will just do the work. But the thing that makes them go the extra mile, work late, wake up early, consistently, go out of their way to meet a customer outside of hours to make that sale, the only way they will have that is if there is a collective objective, there is a shared vision. They buy into the vision that you have as a leader. So what does that bring me to? A leader must have a vision, first of all. Okay. And I would like to say at this point that I believe that society is doing men a disservice by saying they are default leaders because they are just born men. Yes, I understand the religious side of it. But if you're going to say someone is a default leader, at least give them the tools to lead so that they can lead efficiently and effectively. So men are not being taught how to lead, but they are being told they are default leaders. So when they cannot lead themselves, they are told they must lead somebody else. But if you look at society as a whole, and you look at the business community as a whole, you will find that women are taking up spaces and leading because, and here is the thing where I said men are being done a disservice. Women take the opportunity to learn how to lead because women are told that we are not leaders, we're not born to be leaders as we're growing up. So because of that, we do the groundwork. And because of that, we tend to develop this particular leadership skill. And then we work towards it. And because of that, in many cases, we become better leaders actually in organizations and in society. Yes, I know when I say that some men are cringing, but hear me out. I'm not saying that you should not be a leader of your home. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is do the work. And I promise you, if you do the work, people will buy into your vision. Because isn't that what you want? Isn't that what we all want? I have a vision for my business. And even when I'm not there, the girls at my store, they understand what the vision is. They understand what the mission is. And they're trying their best to carry it out with whatever resources they have, whether I'm there or not. Obviously, I need to be there often and regularly to make sure the vision is being kept to make sure that if we've gone astray, we can come back to the center and make it work. How can we adapt? And here is the other thing about being a leader. You have to be able to adapt. Some leaders are so rigid. It is this way or the highway. Like, relax. Yes, your vision needs to be carried out. People need to buy into the vision. But it's not always your way or the highway. Sometimes there are team members that can bring amazing ideas that you'll be blown away. And they might even have a better idea than you in that particular situation. And that is where you create a leadership from behind situation. Because if this person now has the idea that can push that vision forward, push that objective forward, in that case, you give them the baton and you step behind and give them the support they need to execute that idea that they had. So leadership is a lot. We cannot cover it in a 5-minute video or a 10-minute video. But if you believe that you are a leader, do the work. There is nothing wrong with learning. There's nothing wrong with putting your head down. And doing the work means being engaged, doing the activities. Because a leader that believes that they are a leader and they have a vision, but they cannot even do the activity to execute that vision, they cannot execute, there is a problem there. Because that leader's vision will never come to fruition because they are not engaged in the doing. Okay, so you need to train yourself to do the doing Like I say to people, I have worked as an administrator. I have worked in different things. My mom owned a business center. That is where I learned how to type. So I've been grabbing skills in different places. That's why it's difficult right now in any of my organization for anybody to say they can do something and I would not be able to do it. Of course, if it comes to accounting and filing financials, that one's a bit above me. But the basic accounting and ledgers and all of that, I can do that because I have put the time into learning different skills. And where I reach is just to learn the basics. That way I can give people direction and I can even understand what they are saying. I run part of the software in conjunction with my brother for our health company. I studied law. So as a leader, you have to learn. As a leader, you have to be teachable. As a leader, you have to, here it is, submit yourself to be trained. Okay. And then that makes you a better leader. You have to be open to opportunities. Open your mind and you'll be amazed at the kind of leader you would develop yourself to become. Okay. Listen, the more leaders we have in society, the better. And you don't have to be a leader in everything. There are places that you're followers and there are places that you are a leader. For example, in church, I follow. I'm not a leader in the church. There are other people that is their forte. So learn, do the work, develop yourself, and you'll be amazed at how much influence you will have on people and your organization if you just do the work and share the vision. Okay, have a good one and practice, involve yourself, engage, and become an amazing leader. Cheers. Bye.